I don't even know if this is a follow-up or just a general rant just about myself and everything I stand for. But whatever, here it goes. If you are uncomfortable with how often I bring up race and how much I talk about it, how a lot of my rants are race-centered on YouTube and such, and you're uncomfortable with it, I want you to know that I don't fucking care. I don't care. I don't care. Especially if you're white and uncomfortable. You know why I don't care? Because I have spent my entire life tailoring every part of me to be acceptable for white America. For survival. Survival. And I'm not just talking about getting a job, getting into the right school. I'm talking about literal survival. Every black person that you know, I dare say, I'll go as far to say, every black person that you know, no matter how good a friend you may be, has hidden things from you if you're a white. Because we have been taught to protect your feelings. Because from a very early age, we have been taught and we have been alerted to the fact that y'all are so fucking fragile and sensitive about that issue that we should never bring it up. Even to the point that we should never play the race card. We should never use it as an excuse for a failure, which I agree. The problem is that when you look a certain way in this country, racist things do happen to you, will happen to you. And when you have been told all your life that racism is never a reason for anything, you excuse a lot of shit that happens to you. I sure the fuck did. I sure the fuck did, and now I go to therapy for it. Because I didn't know better. Because I was taught to center white feelings. My abuser, white female, one of the prevailing reasons that I did not report that cunt earlier is because I was genuinely concerned for her career, not mine, hers. That if I reported that she was consistently racist to me and everyone and all the people of color in my office, if I revealed that she just kept on asking me for coffee, asking me to a coffee date over and over again, and I just kept saying no, and then when I consistently said no, that's when she started getting very bad. I was programmed to think about her first, before my own well-being, and I allowed myself to be destroyed by mind, body, and soul for months, making excuses for her, infantilizing her, until it was too much and I was completely destroyed, and I made up in my mind that I had to. I didn't say anything when upperclassmen at the Air Force Academy told me that I didn't belong there, that I didn't deserve to be there. I only got in because I was a charity case, because I'm black, Hispanic, whatever. Not knowing, or probably not caring, that I graduated summa cum laude, broke scholarship records for my school. None of that really mattered. Did they even ask? No. All they saw was a nigger that didn't belong there, that took some white person's seat. I don't care about your fucking feelings anymore, because I've spent my whole life caring about your feelings. Even the people that are closest to me that I trust, just automatically, like muscle memory. I've told them lately, I'm like, told them stories, and they're like, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, because It's what I was taught to do, to not bother you with the truth. So, bitch asses, respectfully, I find myself now in a place where I am a disabled veteran who is unable to work a traditional job. Thank you, Air Force. Thank you, cunt abuser. And I don't have to report to anybody. I really don't have to worry about a boss. I have no boss. I don't have to worry about somebody firing me for what I say. I get to say things. I get to speak on behalf of people that don't get a voice. Veterans of all colors, really. Black people in general that have a job to keep. I don't. Because all I do is entertain and write skits. And you know what? If you don't want the racial shit, then you are more than welcome to cherry pick the skits on my TikTok that have nothing to do with race. And you are more than welcome to laugh at that, because you cannot handle me as a whole person, but you can only handle me as an entertainer, which again is very, very typical of black celebrities. Not that I'm a celebrity, but just black people in the public eye, especially entertainers, especially athletes. When we step outside of that little box that you guys have set for us, you guys tell us to shut up and dribble, shut up and just keep on making comedy, keep on making us laugh, dance for us, Negro, entertain us, make our music, make our dances, but don't bring up your truth. See, the thing is, guys, I'm 28, looking back on my life and realizing how much shit I let go. And now it is comical to me when white people come at me like not everything is about race. I look back on my 28 plus years of life and I realize what great percentage of my life was about race. But you guys have the great luxury of that not being a problem because you're on top of the social ladder. Ah, what it must be like. I really am jealous. I really am jealous because I spent 28 years pretending that there was no ladder. I spent 28 years pretending that there was no ladder. And then I spent a long time being fucking helpless. And now that I have a voice, a bigger voice than I ever thought I could have, a bigger voice than I ever thought I could cultivate on my own, I am going to speak out and I'm going to speak the truth no matter how fucking inconvenient or uncomfortable it is. And I highly suggest that you listen to people like us who are trying to tell you what's going on here. If us merely speaking the truth sounds like hate to you, then maybe you should ask yourself why you are threatened by other people's truths. Spend my whole life making sure that I didn't come off aggressive and too aggressive, too much. Spent so much time shrinking myself. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? I ain't shrinking no more. No more. I ain't shrinking no more because I don't have to and I won't. And I will continue to speak up. I will continue to speak my truth. And I will continue to speak for people that don't have a voice. And you cannot like me. I don't care. I just don't care. Because I have damaged myself over the course of my life for you, for your comfort. Thinking of you first before me. So pardon me if in this part of my life I start to say things that are uncomfortable to you, but have been true the whole time. I love when people are like, oh, all of a sudden racism came back because Generation Z, blah, blah, blah. It was always there, motherfucker. The racism was always there. We've just been trained to not let you guys know because you can't take it. And now a bunch of you are showing indeed that it was true, how fragile you truly are, that you can't take it. But that's not my concern anymore. Because the people that are good at their core will recognize and they will make the changes, and they will contribute to this world and this society being a better place. And those who run from it, and from it, I literally just mean the simplicity of people just telling their stories and their truth. People that run from it, maybe you have some more questions to ask yourself. So, if you are uncomfortable with my talks about race, I don't care about your feelings. I don't. Your mere discomfort when people's lives are on the line. People's lives are on the line when people's actual lives are on the line. Your discomfort and fragility means nothing to me. Feel free to distance yourself from me as much as you want. And I mean that. Because I'm not going to waste any more of my life living for other people, living for someone else from here on out. But unfortunately for you that are uncomfortable hearing this, I have 28 years of stories and truth to get out there, and so you're gonna have to bear with me on that. I'm not asking your permission, I'm telling you. So y'all, with your discomfort, you can go stay over there, and the rest of us who want to make this world a better place, we will press on. Have fun sitting in your couch of comfort, pretending that racism is a myth.